The Altars is quite an interesting game. I'm loving it so far, and I just came across the timeline of Jan's life, and I want to go back through and read all of them. So we're going to start with Distant Memories, which doesn't have an age on this one, so I guess he just doesn't know how old he was. It's just a memory. So let's see. Childhood memories, fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in, rows of similar apartment blocks, the local grocery store mom worked in, the playground you spent more time in than at home. Word. A family like many others. A family like many others down there. Your father coming late from work in the mines, usually drunk, always pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together. Your consistent desire to run away, to get out of the place and never come back. Yeah. I don't think he had a good relationship with his dad. 15 years old, turning a blind eye. Ooh. Another shitty day at school. You're taking the long route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene. But the fear. No. Better not get involved. Run back home. One day, you'll get out of here. You have to. Dude? Yeah, Jack, I don't know. You, don't seem like the best person, so... I mean, I get that, but damn. 16 years old. The need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mom doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping these exams go well. Man, that's rough. 19, at the crossroads. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college, and it's close to home. You could visit mom regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the results. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave mom, alone, with him. Yeah, I bet old James did that. I bet he did leave his mom. 19 years old, going away. Yep. You promised yourself you'd get out of there. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want. And you can still visit her. A little less often, maybe. But you can. You will visit her. No, you won't. No, you won't. You ain't coming back. 21. Your place far from home. Oh yeah, look at you partying. Look at you getting your jiggy on, man. It's been months since you've been home. But you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. Their company makes you feel good. Like you found your place. Do you really want to spend the entire day on the train, only to see mom for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early? And all you'll be left with is a constantly drunk of an father. Yeah, so better to, just abandon her and leave her there. Yeah. It's not looking too good for you, man. Well, Jeff is seeming like a bit of a selfish dickhead. 22. Working abroad. You look at the letter. It's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months. You could earn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. You could ditch these lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. It's tempting. And you could send some money to mom. She needs it for her treatment. Is she sick now? Is she an alcoholic? Does she have cancer? Like, what's going on here? Diabetes? 23. Too late to say goodbye. You missed it. The moment she collapsed. The ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went so fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now. But what difference does it make? You fucked up. It's too late to say goodbye. Yeah. Wow, yeah. Yeah, James. What do you think? You're just left with your dad now. 23. Carry on. For her. Yeah, that's why you're doing it. For her, right? Yeah, not because you're selfish and just want to leave everybody and just go do your own thing, brah. Interesting. Very human. Very much not how the central character in a video game goes, and I'm down for it. I'm down for this. 23. Carry on. For her. You failed her. But what could you have done? Stayed behind in that miserable place? To become bitter and dead inside? Be like Dad? The sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start, forgot? But wouldn't that be giving up again? No. Mama wants you to get on with your studies. Get a good job. You have to carry on. For her. Yeah, just keep telling yourself that, man. Just keep telling yourself it's all for your mom, and that'll make you feel better. 24. It's different with her. Your heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down. It's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. You could have bought wine. But wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up for a project. But she's so different from anyone else you've ever hooked up with. And she likes you. You can see she likes you. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can just see the reality of people. You know what's going on underneath, don't you? Yeah. You're the only real one. 24. Am I good enough? This is it. She moved in. But is your cheap little rented apartment good enough for her? Her parents would hate it. You know they would. And she knows it too. Is that why she doesn't talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're gonna prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the good life she deserves. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna turn out good for her. Kind of seeing a pattern with your life, man. I bet your dad's still around though. 25. New opportunities. Hard work pays off, right? You can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honors. And that offer, a PhD, it's tempting as hell. But the salary? How much longer are you gonna have to be a broke ass for Lena? Ugh, you'll think about that later. Time to celebrate now. Yeah, now that you got the opportunity to move on with your life and make some money, it's like, oh no, I can get a better girl. I don't need Lena. Yeah, you're gonna leave her on the road, aren't you? 26. Better prospects. Yep. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects, and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. Yeah, I don't think Lena's gonna be okay with it. I think she's gonna leave your ass. 27. The purgatory of 9 to 5. On the subway again. Damn, you hate the crowd. Day in, day out. Maybe you could take the train later and stay longer at work? No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him, not what you actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs to do is punch your card. And for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done? Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are the worst. So you're just like getting pushed around and shit at your day job and you hate it. Yeah, life sucks, brah. Welcome to reality. This is all of us. 28. A dream house. Your face beams as you exit the bank, hand in hand with Lena. Finally, signing the mortgage papers was easier than you thought. Maybe it was worth putting up with that idiot of a boss for 2 years to get this place. A dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. If you hurry, maybe you can even get it ready for Christmas. You'd love to see your parents' face when they see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. Yeah, I don't know about that. So it's 28. How long you been with Lena? 24. So you've been with her for 4 years. Yep. Oh, the crisis hit. Okay, let's see. 30 years old. The crisis hit. No, this can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching. But you, laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What are your plans for Christmas? Oh. Uh-oh. 30. A busy night. Red lights. You close your eyes and listen to the city traffic. Damn radio. All I know are Christmas songs this time of year. You don't want to be reminded of that. Not when you're sitting behind the wheel of this leased cab. It's almost 6 o'clock. You promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5. But it's a busy night, and people live bigger tips on Christmas. Yeah, you lost that big job, and now you're just driving a car. Yeah, sucks, don't it, Jason? Yeah. 31. Back to square one. You listened as Lena talked excitedly. She really wanted to take that offer. Move abroad, sell the house. But for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank, with a soaring rate of interest. And what about you? It's hard enough to find a decent job at home, let alone a foreign country. And after all your efforts to meet ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. Damn, you just wish she didn't want it so bad. Damn, bro. Sound like you're resenting her. 31. Holding on. You wonder if she's really okay with the decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes, but how could you? It was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her, and that was the only sensible choice. You need to get your shit together. Give her a better life here. Maybe find a second job. It's like he wants to be there for her, but he knows he's not going to do it. He knows he's not going to put in the effort. 32. Falling apart. Damn, she's getting on your nerves. Why does she always tell you it's your fault the bills are piling up? As if you weren't working hard enough. And why does she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the sack? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour long day of work. Yeah, you look real reasonable right there with your hands up screaming. Yep, you know how to treat a lady. 33. Drowning sorrows. You look down another bottle, and the wedding ring she gave back to you. A job at Ally Corps. Freedom. Finally, she's got it. A new, better life without you. And all you could ever do was hold her down. Look at yourself, drowning your sorrows in a bar. You're everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Where the hell did you fuck it all up? Yeah. Looking like your dad right now, aren't you? 34. A way out. You toss and turn in your bed. You can't stop thinking about that Ally Corps poster. Help us make a change. A space mining mission in search of a mysterious substance. Rapidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience. And you do know you need a change. You haven't managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? Yeah, just do like you always been doing. Just escape and run away. Yeah, leave the planet this time. That's definitely the answer. 35. Project Dolly. You enter the spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space, far away from here, just like you always wanted, far away from your problems. You'll think about them later, or maybe they'll be gone by the time you get back. Man, just run away, run away. That's it, Jerry. Just run away from everything in your life. That's the answer. Well, now that I got a better idea who Jack Denim is, I am very excited to play more of this game. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll be back soon with another episode. Later.